Achoo. I'll turn the tavern down first.
I do believe we've gone live.
We have.
Well, welcome one and all to the Rambling Halfling Tavern. A place where you can drink and talk till second breakfast. I fizzled out of introduction there, can you tell?
Ah, but we have tavern music. Hopefully it's not too loud. Hopefully it's just right.
We can always tell the bards to turn it down.
Yeah. Turn it down, mate.
Refuse payment.
Oh, so I've had a little incident with my face. Hopefully it doesn't look too bad, but when I had the other light on, it was like literally like glowing. I've got like little red splodges all over myself because I bought some new face cream, and you're supposed to build it up and like do it one night on, one night off, one night on, one night off, and just use a little bit. And I just started using it every day, and on the third day everything started itching. So I had to...
Are you supposed to do like a skin test beforehand, or they do it with hair dye and stuff, don't they?
Yeah. It's just more that you need to build it up slowly, because it's
What's
got
it
this...
doing? Stripping off layers?
No, well, to get technical, I mean, I am a woman of a certain age that starts looking at anti-wrinkle creams. And
So polyfiller.
yeah, basically. What it is, let's, so we're in a pub, we can talk about whatever we like now. The reason that you start to get wrinkles and stuff is because the renewal of your skin cells slows down. So what this cream does, it like speeds up the renewal of your skin cells. So if you use too much of it too quickly, your skin like goes, "Wah, what are you doing?" And my skin went, "Wah, what are you doing?"
So it goes into shock then.
Yeah. But I've got to keep using it, or I'll go back to my skin not being used to it. So I've just got to use a little bit, and I've just like on my eyebrows. My eyebrows look fantastic, by the way. I had my eyebrows done and I'm rather impressed. But unfortunately, underneath it's like scarred at the minute, so I need to take a little bit better care of myself, I think. Oops.
I comb my beard.
Do you? Have you got a special beard comb?
Oh yeah, moustache comb, beard comb.
Oh wow. Oils, waxes.
Oh yes, moustache wax.
Wow.
Hot and cold weather moustache wax.
Oh god.
Beard balm, beard oil.
Oh god.
all my beard combs are made from ox horn.
Oh, okay.
They're hand carved with ox horn so that you don't get static.
Yeah. Does that
From
smell?
like a plastic comb. Hmm?
Does that ox bone stuff smell? Does it have like a...
It smells of beard oil now from where I've used it.
Okay. Because I bought somebody
maybe
something
when it was
made
new.
out. Yeah, I bought somebody something made out of that stuff, and it smelled like it had a very distinctive odour. I don't know.
Possibly. I know a lot of like the replica Viking drinking horns are like ox horn, aren't they?
Yeah.
But I haven't gone around sniffing them.
You'll have to do a beard tutorial.
But yeah, I had a haircut.
You've had a haircut? Oh, blimey.
So it's a bit chilly on the old bonds now.
Oh, so you keep your hat on. Well, I didn't realise that my purple roots look quite sort of grey. So when I've got my hair tied back and you can't see the pink, it just looks grey. Oh, it's
Well,
so
that
good.
and the way your headphone wires sitting, it's like a little pearl necklace.
I know.
And I'm expected to see some knitting needles sort of
Oh,
pop at the
mate,
bottom of the frame.
I can't knit. I can't. I have tried. I have tried crocheting. I've tried knitting, and I can't do it. It must be an anxiety thing, cause I get really tight with wool and needles, and I end up doing this, and it's so tight I can't make anything, and then I throw it away because I can't cope. So no.
Fair enough.
But knitting's like really trendy. Apparently.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I know quite a few people. Well, yeah, I was gonna say, I know more people that would crochet than I do knit.
Yeah. I would do it. If
I
could,
honestly
but
don't know the difference. So
knitting has 2 needles, and crocheting has 1. I think that's
Fair
about
enough.
it, really. But I can't do either, so
still just tying knots on bits of wool, isn't it?
it is. But you can make a jumper, so that's a skill, isn't it?
Or scarves.
Yeah.
Most of my beanie hats are knitted Angora wool.
Ooh. Not made. What, somebody made them, or?
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. So, dare I ask, what haven't you been doing this week?
What have I not been doing? Haven't been going to pubs. Haven't gone to the cinema.
You mean you haven't run to a beer garden like the rest of the UK population? In your
as I don't
in your
drink. No, I've felt
fur
no
parka?
desperate desire to. I'll tell you where I did run to. I went to Superdrug
You ran
go
to
and have my-
Superdrug.
to go and get my COVID injection.
Oh, okay.
I got my first one done.
Woo. I haven't received
And
the
boy,
call.
did I feel shit afterwards.
Yeah, I've heard most people that I know that have had it, it's like knocked them out for a couple of days.
I was fine up until when did I have it? I had it on Thursday, and I was fine up till about 2 o'clock Friday afternoon. And then it was like, I'm feeling a bit cold. You know when you start to get cold and you feel achy and tired
Yeah.
and everything hurts? I was getting like that. And then by the time I'd finished work at about 4, I was struggling to stay awake.
Oh, wow.
It was freezing cold, so I came home, I jumped in the shower, put it on to temperature 7,
Yeah.
cooked myself, got into my fleecy pyjamas, got into bed. And I thought, I'm going to watch some shit on the iPad. But 7 o'clock, it was just hurting my eyes.
Oh.
So I fell asleep, and then I sort of got up about 10:30, 11.
Yeah.
The missus was still up, and I felt fine after that. Just for them few hours, it just did me.
So you've only sort of had one poorly day.
Yeah. But, being a man, it was the end of the world, I suppose.
Oh, obviously, because,
I had it worse than anyone else has ever experienced it.
Obviously. Oh, I've got a bit of a sniffle. Oh, I need to lie down. It's because I get used to feeling shit every month. Anyway.
But yeah, I had it in Superdrug, and it was like having it in a disco because the music was pumping out that loud, and
Awesome.
it smelled of cheap perfumes.
Awesome. That sounds like a really great experience. I'm Superdrug. I'm surprised. Because when I went to hairdressers, woman next to me was saying that she'd had to go to Birmingham. I thought, I'm not fucking going to Birmingham. Thank you very much.
They wanted to send me. They wanted to send me probably about 20 odd miles away. And I was like, no, I ain't going that far. I'll leave it.
Yeah.
And then there was one, but it was over in Warwickshire.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe I can do that. But then I just went on it for a third time and it popped up. I thought, that's only 9 miles away.
Oh, you have to book it yourself?
Yeah. I got an email and letter just said go on the NHS website and book it.
Okay. Oh, because I mean, I thought somebody were gonna like ring me up and I'd have to say, oh well, I'm not going that bloody far.
No, I had a text message.
See, I don't trust text messages.
I saw the news that said, oh, you can now book. They're opening it up to like 45s to 50s.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'll have a look. Didn't bother. Then I got a text message saying, this is the NHS. You can now go online at nhs.com or whatever it is and book.
Yeah.
Okay. And then literally the day I got back from having it done, I had a letter in the post saying, please book your COVID test. To do so, go to nhs.com.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see, I haven't had the call yet, but if somebody sent me a text message saying, oh, go on this website and book your COVID thing, I won't chuffing believe it. This week I've had a delivery from IKEA. I've had a delivery from DPD, DFS, I don't fucking know. It's like this week, it's like Scammers Unite have been on at me.
See, I don't get them.
Oh, phone calls. This automated woman. I've been recorded for tax evasion. There's a warrant out for your arrest. Blah blah blah. I'm just like, oh, for fuck's sake, you know. I am a bit gullible. I've been done a couple of times, you know. Hopefully, I've finally learnt my lesson. You know, I've had another gardener run off on me, but there you go. This week, the text messages and the phone calls just seem to be coming left, right, and centre. I've never responded to any of them, so and I always block the phone numbers. So I don't know. But when I do get the call, I will go, obviously, but I'm not going a million miles away, so they can sort something out a bit local, because I'm not bloody dragging my little boy to fucking Birmingham to get an injection. That's not going to work, is it?
No. Don't know where the nearest one is to you.
I don't know, but we shall see. Hast thou watched anything on the telly?
The telly? What's that?
The TV.
Do you know what? I haven't.
Oh, Michael.
I'm sorry.
You know, I was working out like what small amount of free time I have and what I do with it. And we were like both working out like the amount of time that we have to spend on certain hobbies, and I only get like one proper full evening a week to myself, and he does as well. And it's like you've got to squidge everything into that one evening. So like, whereas before when I'd play a video game, it'd be like, you know, every night for a couple of hours, or even when my son was younger, when he used to nap. Oh God, naps. I miss naps.
What, for you or him?
Well, no, for him. I mean, he used to have like 3 1-hour naps, and then he went down to 2 1-hour naps. But that was like a couple of hours I could spend playing a video game or something. Or when he was a baby, I used to watch films with swear words in the day. Imagine. It's like, you know, I was talking about it last week when they went away and I was in the house alone, and I was watching the film with swear words around lunchtime, and it started getting a bit loud, and I like went to grab remote to turn it down, and I thought, fucking here on my own. Turn it up. It's a detached house. No bugger's going to
problem
hear
is,
me.
problem I've got is I'll watch a film, or I'll start watching a Game of Thrones or something, and then I'm sat in the day, windows open, footpath out the front of my house, and they start having sex on the TV. And then I'm like, oh, they're just going to think I'm watching a porno.
Are you bothered?
It's like, oh my God, it was embarrassing. I know where I live, and they might think, yeah, it's just wrong in the daytime.
Are you friendly with your neighbours?
We got one that's not moved in yet.
New neighbours. Do you know what you're getting?
Yeah, she's been doing some decorating and stuff, so.
Oh, okay.
She seems very quiet as a person. Oh. Whether she's quiet at 3 o'clock in the morning after an evening at the pub, who knows? But
it's the quiet ones you need to watch. Hey, she might play D&D. Does she seem a bit nerdy? Or is she normal?
No, I don't know.
Just put like a D20 on the outside her house.
I'll just leave the dice on the wall out the front.
Yeah.
Have you seen a D20? Oh yeah, here it is.
Yeah.
So you do know what it is.
Or just see if she looks at it and she's like, oh, fucking piece of shit. That could be it. That could be the way forward.
It could be. I doubt she does. Don't know.
Oh.
I'll let you know if she does.
Yeah.
Then that means I'll have to speak to her.
Oh God, talking to people. Talking. Oh well. I'm trying to get my little boy into some more classes and stuff. We're going to have a look at the local swimming pool tomorrow, so I can get him organised in some swimming lessons. And he's doing gymnastics and that. So I want him to do the classes, but I also want him to hopefully, make some friends at some point. And then, because me and my partner were talking about it, and it's like, we're going to have to talk to the parents. And I'm like, well, I don't want to make any friends. I don't want to talk to the other parents. He can make friends. I'm just, I'm the mum. We don't need to talk. Don't need to form a bond.
It is horrible. Well, it's not horrible, but when your kid becomes friends with someone else, and then the parents are like, oh, well, we obviously got to be friends because our kids are friends, and you're just like, no.
I don't want to be anybody's friend.
You're way too cool to hang out with me. Go away.
Introvert, don't talk to me, please. I don't need any friends. I don't want any friends. So, yeah.
It was a whole different way of life on them school gates.
Oh, so at least I won't have to deal with that, the whole mum gate business. I know you obviously won't have watched it, but there is this absolutely hilarious series. It's on the BBC iPlayer. It's called Motherland. And it's basically about the mums or the parent that, drop the kids off at school, and the cliques, and being involved in parent-teacher groups and stuff, and like the mums that seem to have it all together and the ones that are like a total mess and stuff, and it is absolutely hilarious. But unfortunately I won't have to deal with any of that. So, but he needs to make mates, so I've got to force myself to look like a normal person and behave like a normal person. I may have to research this.
What about if he signs up for like a soccer club? Soccer, or my American football club?
Soccer. Well, I don't mind cheering. I'll give it some from the sides. I think I actually, joking aside, I think I do a really good job of pretending to be a normal person that likes people. I think I've worked in customer services and retail too long, I can come across as like quite an outgoing person that's nice, and I will talk to anybody, but inside I'm just like, no, back to the cave, leave me alone. Is that awful? Oh, Christ. Or maybe everybody feels like that. I don't think they do they?
I don't know. I suppose so.
All the people that are at pubs and things talking to each other, or, oh God, people, couples or families that go on holiday and make friends with other couples or other families. What is that all about?
Yeah, I don't get that.
His parents are like a bugger for it. Everywhere they go, they make friends. And I'm like, I'm on fucking holiday. I don't want to make friends with no bastard. I'm on holiday to be alone. I don't know anybody. I don't want to talk to anybody.
We're going to go to this beach bar with so-and-so. Yeah, off you go then.
It's like, I don't want to socialise with anybody.
No, I don't.
I can't think of anything worse, because like, if you make friends, they've made friends with people on holiday and then fallen out with them on holiday. Like, you're only there for 2 weeks. Oh, it's a good job they'll never listen to this. But yeah, that is just like so not my bag at all. I just can't. Oh, heck, what's Chris got to say? My aunt and uncle do it and arrange to meet after the holiday. No, you don't make friends with people on holiday, and you definitely don't try to form long-lasting friendships. It's wrong.
But is it though? Just because we don't? Maybe it's a generational thing.
No, I don't think it's generational. I think we're just miserable bastards. Quite. I don't know. There are.
So what about if the holiday was it was a week-long D&D convention at a castle? Sort of you sleep over, play D&D. Would you not make any friends on that?
That's different. Because...
But what they don't play D&D, they just maybe, I don't know if it's an assumption, but maybe they just go out to drink, and socialising is their version of D&Ding.
Yeah. I mean, if I went on some D&D retreat, I wouldn't be actively trying to make mates with people. I think you might, because you quite obviously share an interest. Maybe socialising and drinking is your interest, then maybe. Is socialising a hobby?
I know quite a few people that do that and nothing else, yeah.
Oh, all right then. I'll allow it.
It's just weird to us that...
My face is itching like mad. Oh. Why do I do it? Why?
Don't. You're rubbing off all that new generated skin growth.
It's got to... If I just tap it... It's alright. It'll calm down in, I think they said, a few months.
Just put more makeup on.
I don't like wearing makeup. That's why I got the cream. I thought, rejuvenate your own skin and then you don't need to wear makeup. But it's like burning it off. Oh, God help me.
Yeah, I wouldn't listen to makeup advice from me, as I never wear any.
I thought you were looking a little bit more defined.
I look a bit pale. I think that light's a bit bright.
Oh, dear me. Oh. Well, last night I treated myself to a bit of a girly evening, and I watched a film that I haven't watched in ages.
A chicka flicker.
Strictly Ballroom.
Have I seen it?
Fran? You're a beginner, Fran. It's Australian. That was my Australian accent.
I'm going to say I haven't seen it
I'm
because
going to say no.
if it's about ballroom dancing, I probably wouldn't rate it very highly.
It is, but it's like really, really camp. Very, very silly. It was the guy that did Moulin Rouge. I think it was his first film.
Is that not Baz Luhrmann, was it?
I can't remember his name, but it was his first proper film, I believe. And it's really obvious and it's really camp, but it like totally works. Or I think it does anyway. And even like, you know, like we were talking about, yes it is, what, Strictly Ballroom's really camp. Chris, have you seen Strictly Ballroom? We were talking about that series that I tried, Mist? Fog? I don't know, it was on Netflix anyway, it was the Stephen King. Yeah. And that was like really obvious. And it pissed me off because it was like, oh, here comes the really obvious prom queen type girl and yeah. But Strictly Ballroom is like quite obvious, but it's like supposed to be, so it's funny. And you've got it's like a small dancing club where they do ballroom dancing. And the son, who's, I don't know, probably in his early 20s or something, he's like going to be the next champion of this Australian part-time, it's not even like a full-time job, it's like part-time at the Pan Pacifics. I can't, he wants to dance his own steps. He wants to, not restrict himself to the rules of the competition. He wants to try and dance his own steps. And his partner doesn't want to do it and they fall out, and there's this girl called Fran and she wears glasses and has bad skin. She looks kind of like me at the moment. And she's like the dowdy, nobody likes Fran. And then like she wants to dance his steps and she becomes his partner and they fall in love and it's really cool. And it's just really camp and really awesome. And it was like a treat to myself, so I really enjoyed watching that.
And did you drink wine while watching it?
I didn't. I had a cup of tea. I don't really do wine.
Ice cream?
Much. Ice cream? No ice cream. I am being really, really good. I'm being really, really good. I didn't do any running last week, which kind of wasn't my fault because I wasn't able to get out of the evening. But I'm back on it. I'm going to go running tomorrow evening and I'm eating healthily and everything's going to be fine.
I'm not. I haven't run for ages because my hip hurts and I've been eating too much shite.
It's no good, it's no good.
I know. It'll be too late for my beach body. I think I've ruined it for this year.
Are you actually going to a beach?
October.
Oh, okay. Why are you going? Oh, you don't have to say where you're going. People might come and stalk you.
We're going down to Cornwall.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you will be going on a beach.
Yeah, we're literally probably about 5 minutes walk from a beach.
Oh, wow.
It's a very nice surfing beach, so.
Are you going?
I don't know. Depends if I stop eating shit and get in a wetsuit.
Oh.
I did promise that I would teach my daughter to surf.
Oh, wow.
I haven't done it yet.
Oh, wow.
I don't think I could still do it.
What's it called? The lingo? Catching waves or some... whatever it's called. I don't know.
Loads of... This way of aging yourself now is probably a different...
Say something surfery.
Oh, I never have.
Oh.
To hang 10.
Oh, there you go. See, I've no idea what that means. I've never heard it before, but it sounds like a foreign language, so...
It's a longboard. You got a longboard, and to hang 10 is when you walk to the front of the board and put all 10 toes over the nose of the board.
For the purpose of...
It transfers the weight. And I think I've never been longboarding. I think I don't know if it speeds you up or slows you down or something like that.
Okay.
I've only ever ridden shortboards where you stand still.
Whatever floats your boat. I've never been surfing. I don't really like salt water. I don't like swimming in the sea. It gets on my face and it bothers me.
Do you get that fear of what's underneath you? There's a name for it, isn't there? Where people don't like not knowing what's underneath them.
I would never go deep enough, to be honest. I mean, when I used to swim in the sea when I was a kid, if like seaweed touched your leg or something, it'd proper freak me out. So I didn't like that particularly. But I can swim, but I don't like having my head underwater. Even in a pool, I don't know, I'm a bit funny about it. I went on one of them bloody banana boat things. Obviously I went in the water because it was inevitable. It was going to happen. Yeah. Can you get back on them fucking things?
Not gracefully.
But not even gracefully. You've got like some... I can't even... What country was I in? I think it was the Dominican Republic. And you've got like some foreign bloke with his hand on your arse trying to push you back on. It's like the most awful thing. There's just no way. I'll be sending him off to do it with little and I'm fucking not doing that shit.
Scuba diving is good.
Oh, see, I would, but the whole not being able to breathe thing, I've got problems with that. I did a tester thing in a swimming pool once with the mouthpiece breather, whatever. And I was just breathing like really fast. I was like, because you only had to put your face in the water, but I was like, I'm alive. Oh my god, okay.
My problem was when I did it was I wouldn't shape my moustache down.
Oh.
So, because the masks seal under your nose.
Yeah.
So the little nose piece of the mask kept filling up with water.
Oh.
So they had to show me how to, under the water, literally tilt your mask, blow the water out in your nose and stuff, and try and seal it all back up again.
Oh no.
I'd have to do that like every 5 minutes. You could just feel the water building up in your nose.
Oh. No. I mean, we've talked about things like this before. The idea of being on a submarine and all that. I just no.
Yeah, I think we were on about because I wanted to do subaquatic caving. So you go caving through the little cave systems, but underwater.
No. Not today. No, thank you. Chris, if you're still out there, can you hear the tavern music in the background? Is it okay? Is it too quiet or is it too loud? Thank you. So, I played that YouTube thing that you sent me. The Choose Your Own Adventure.
'Twas the devil.
Yeah. Really good. Anybody that's listening, go on YouTube. Can you just search 'Twas the Devil and it'll probably come up. Oh yeah, Chris says it's fine. Okay, that's alright then. Trying to make it a bit more atmospheric in the pub, you see. But yeah, Choose Your Own Adventure on YouTube. It's quite a a novel thing.
I thought it was cleverly done.
Yeah.
The way that you'd use the videos and stuff.
Yeah.
I'd like to see more of it, to be honest.
Yeah, it was really good, and it worked on my telly as well, because it did say that if you tried it on a phone it might not work because you don't get the 2 box options coming up or something. Oh, well, according to You Know Who, they're going to open a time capsule that they buried as a child, and they can't wait to see how big their puppy got. I think it
probably
might
be
be
a bit
thinner. People do talk some shite.
But I enjoyed it.
It was really good. How far did you get? What happened? Because I didn't make it. I died.
I think I died. I can't remember how. I didn't get very far. I was quite aggressive to everyone, I think.
Oh no. I think I don't know how long I was playing it for, to be honest. It was quite a while.
Each video, I think, is about 10 minutes.
Yeah, and I must have done. I don't know. I'm sure I must have done about 6 videos. It didn't feel like I was doing it for an hour, but if I'm being honest, I was getting a little bit fed up towards the end. So when I did die, it was like, all right, good, I can do something else now. But yeah, I didn't make it to whatever village, because you're taking your dead wife in a coffin on some little trolley thing to this village to bury her, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. And so for anybody that wants to play it, anybody that's listening, go on YouTube, search 'Twas the Devil, find the first one, and then you've got like a 10-minute video. And then at the end of the 10-minute video, it gives you your 2 boxes where like adverts normally come up, and it's like go left or go right, like a choose your own adventure book. And you literally play it like that. I don't know how they've managed to organise it so there's no adverts, because YouTube put adverts on everything now, and there were no adverts. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I did think that when I did it, but
I mean, I didn't look to see how many people had played it or watched it or whatever. But they put adverts on every, because YouTube used to only put adverts on things that were monetised, but now they put adverts on things that aren't monetised, and they just get the money for it. You don't.
And they just dump it anywhere as well. Yeah, a video, and it's like plump.
Yeah. So I don't know, but no adverts came up, and it was a really interesting media to do it through. So yeah, I really enjoyed doing that.
I don't know whether it was a like a proper production company, or whether it's just like a sort of small band of
maybe it was like,
or...
I was going to say maybe it was like somebody's uni project or something. I mean, some of the acting was a little bit hammy, but it was really good for what it was.
Just looking on Instagram, we follow each other on Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, I feel like my face is getting more blotchy. Goddamn.
'Twas the Devil, a feature-length interactive choose-your-own folktale by Mark Garvey.
Oh, excuse me. I do quite like all the whole folk horror thing.
Because it's set around sort of Thaxted in Essex, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure of the year. It is good. It's all black and white.
Yeah, but I really enjoyed it. I wouldn't do it again, like to see if I could get a different outcome or something. But you know, if other people did stuff like that, it was really interesting.
Yeah, I'd like to know if there's more of them. It certainly beats watching, I don't know, Kardashian I review Kardashian makeup or something. That's what my daughter normally watches.
Does she watch? I forgot what they're called now. James and Robert Welsh. Have you ever seen them watching them?
Don't think so.
Oh, the two twins, and one does makeup and one does skincare, and they are absolutely fucking hilarious. I mean, I don't really do the makeup or the skincare. I just like watching their videos because they're hilarious, and when they do videos together, they're like, I don't know, they're just because they're both like really camp as well.
But I watched.
Really funny.
No, I was listening to Radio 4. Was it Radio 4?
Radio?
I can't remember. It was the cricket basically. And I can't stand cricket. So I don't know why I was listening to it.
I was listening to the cricket.
The two commentators. It was fucking hilarious. They talked about everything and anything. Never mentioned the cricket.
That's because cricket's fucking boring.
And they go, oh yeah, so and so just got hit for 6.
Anyway.
and then they carry on about, oh yeah, when we were doing this tour, and I think it was something like Jeffrey Boycott or some old cricketers, and they were just like, oh yeah, we were doing this tour in India and we all got so drunk and did this and woke up, there was an elephant in the room, and it was just these stories. It was just hilarious. It's like, oh cool. Man, I wish cricket was like this all the time, where you don't see any cricket and it was just these stories.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, next time I'm listening to Radio 4, not listening to the cricket.
No, what does she watch? She watches, I think it's Mr. Beast at the moment. He just seems to give away millions of pounds to...
Anybody?
Yeah, it was like, oh, I've just brought every car on this car lot, so everybody that went and looked at a car took it home.
Oh, God.
I think he's something like the second richest YouTuber.
Oh, no, I don't watch any of them ones. I bought a lottery ticket, so if you don't see me after Tuesday...
I've not done that for years.
I do it randomly. If I remember, I just get a Lucky Dip Euro Millions. That's all I ever really do. If I happen to be in the shop. And then sort of every time I buy one, I always run through the little fantasy of what would I do? How much would I really want to win? Not crazy money or sensible money, or what would you do with, because without sounding like a total knob, £1 million isn't exactly that much anymore in the grand scheme of things, is it? I know that sounds like a shitty thing to say to somebody that ain't got, a tenner in the bank account, but by the time you've bought an house and that, you've not got much left.
I'd like to win enough to pay my mortgage off, have enough so that I could buy, I don't know, a house somewhere I want.
Yeah.
I'd like to give up work and be
full-time nerd.
I couldn't afford to do that, I don't think. It could be expensive.
If you won the lottery, hello.
Yeah, I'd like a nerd shop that I could just pop in now and again.
Yeah.
Get myself some free stuff. Get somebody else to run it, I'm not interested in that.
Yeah, you can just walk in and say, I'll take all this, because it's mine.
Have they just come in? No, they're not delivered yet. Oh, I'll see you next week.
Where would you live? Where would your dream house be?
Probably Cornwall.
Oh, okay. Near the seaside. Oh, that'd be bloody expensive, wouldn't it?
Yeah. If I was stopping in the UK, it'd be Cornwall. If I had serious money, then I'd like one in the US somewhere.
You'd live in America?
Yeah. I'd love a house sort of somewhere in like the one of the national parks.
I don't know. I don't think I
as long as the Wi-Fi was good.
As long as the
Oh yeah, but I'd have like dual nationality, so I could come back, get my free NHS.
Hey, if you've won bloody millions, then I think you should be paying for your own healthcare.
Not the American prices.
No, I'd be afraid of
I
getting
watched a YouTube video and they were on about, the asthma inhaler pumps.
Yeah.
They're like $200 each.
Fuck off. No way.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't know. We've got
I think
it
they were
so
saying
good
it was about 10 grand to have a kid.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it's about
And then they
10
were on
grand
about-
for all the hospital fees and everything.
It's like 2 grand to call an ambulance out or
Yeah.
something.
I mean, that it's like it's not even a conversation, it's a whole bloody essay on this. We most definitely have problems, but the NHS is stuck together with bloody sellotape, but not having it. 10 grand to have a child is like, I don't know, do we just take it for granted? But then we are paying for it because it comes out of our bloody taxes, as does Boris's wallpaper, apparently. I don't know. They're all fucking... I'll tell you something, I've been having some deep and meaningfuls with myself this week. It's dangerous. A couple of times I've said I'm not reading as much as I want to read, and I keep trying to get books and I keep trying to read, and I'm just like, whiffling and waffling and not going anywhere, because I do enjoy reading. I just can't seem to get into a book.
Is it because they're not the right kind of books?
Well, so in order to figure out how to read books, I've been on YouTube, obviously, watching videos telling me how to read books, as you do. And I think I've mentioned him before. There's a guy, Wheezy Waiter, I think his name is, on YouTube, and he did a video on how to read more and stuff. And like, first question ask yourself is, why do you want to read more books? It's because I want to learn stuff, my brain is hungry for the knowledge. I think it comes from a need of always wanting to be right or always wanting to win the argument. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I don't like saying things unless I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
When you have I don't know what it was when you had your little girl, but the advice now in the UK anyway is you don't start feeding babies solid food until 6 months, I think it is. Yeah, it's 6 months. And it used to be 3 months. So obviously people of a certain age are like, oh, well, it was 3 months in my, my day, blah, 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 blah. And rather than facing the backlash, I went out and researched why it is now 6 months. And, I've read all this stuff, I've figured it out, it was to do with wartime and companies pushing formula milk and blah, 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 blah. I won't explain it all. But, I did all the research. I mean, it still didn't help because, she still didn't believe me. But I did the research and I had the information, and that's how I like, if I'm going to have a discussion / argument with somebody, I like to know my facts. So I like learning shit.
What if it's a spur of the moment argument?
I will say, let me just go and read a book about that.
Back to you in 6 months.
Yeah. I'll get back to you. That's a very interesting point. Let me get back to you on that. So, I bought 2 books. Oh, that was the other thing he said. Why do you want to read books? And then, what do you want to get out of it? And don't just try and read one book. leave books in places that you sit down and look at your phone. So, I thought I need a book next to my chair in the living room, and I need a book next to my chair in the dining room. So I got 2 books, and these are the 2 books that I got. I got Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind, and I got Factfulness by somebody. I've only just started this one because this is my living room book, and I don't appear to be sat in the living room as much as I thought I was.
Move it to the bathroom.
I don't spend any time in the bathroom. I'm not a man. Just because men sit there for 45 minutes, I don't. I've got to get in and out. I've got jobs to do. Have you heard of either of these?
I think I've heard of the Sapiens one.
Okay, I'll get to that one after, because it's like, wow. Read this, everybody. Everybody read this. But yeah, I haven't given enough time to this one yet. But basically, the blurb is 10 reasons we're wrong about the world and why things are better than you think. And so I've only just started it. But basically, it starts off with like a bit of a quiz, and you have to answer all these questions about basically the state of the earth, the state of the planet, blah 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 blah. In all low-income countries across the world today, how many girls finish primary school? And lots more questions like that. So it's like a socio-economic what's going off, and everybody that does that questionnaire basically thinks that the world is in a much worse state than it is because of like how the media portray things and shit. And obviously there are still some very, very horrible things in the world going off, but things are a hell of a lot better than we sometimes think they are. But say I've only just started it. I'm a dog eater. I know some people get.
Oh, good God. Can't do that to a book.
I was literally about to say, I know some people get annoyed by this, and you just stole my thunder. Does this annoy you? Does it annoy you?
Incredibly.
Does it?
When I haven't got a paperback to hand, but
wait till you see what I've done to this.
When I read a paperback, I hold it so that I don't open the spine too much.
Shut up! Oh no.
Yeah, I sort of hold it and then open it up. So I read it like that, so that I'm not breaking the spine part.
No, I like bend it all the way around so I can hold it in one hand.
Oh no, that's making my balls crawl. No. You can't do that to a book. You pay good money for that, but that was like £8, that book.
No, it's about £5. No, it's like £5 or something.
You just
I want to read the
the
goddamn thing. If I've got it like this, I can't fucking see the words. I need to read it. It's mine. I bought it. I'm going to use it and stretch it and love it. It's not a bloody...
Highlight it with Sharpies. Highlighters.
I highlighted the... It's a really good
thanks
paragraph.
For everyone. We'll, thanks for joining us on the last ever Rambling Halfling chat. Strange how you can go off, people.
Oh, mate.
Next week, it's the book Ruiners Society.
We're such different people.
How can you treat a book like that? I don't get it.
But it's to be used and devoured and learned from and used. It's not a precious object that you shouldn't do anything to. I mean, I'm not going to start ripping pages out or anything. You don't even crack the spine. Jesus. Oh, I could see that coming a mile off, you know. It took
I've
a
got a
while.
copy of Lord of the Rings somewhere, but it's my most beaten up book, but I've had it since I was 11. I can't remember what it is at the minute. But that's held together with sellotape.
But books like that are a little bit different. I think I'd probably have a paperback to sort of like read again and again and again, and maybe you'd have a nice one that you kept on a shelf, perhaps, if that's what, you know, you wanted to do. Oh, heck, have you gone? Oh no, you're back. Oh, you went all funny then.
Yeah, it kind of froze.
Oh, you've just zoomed in. How did that happen? Oh, the technology is escaping me. Your head just got a lot bigger. I didn't do it. Oh no, there we go. What are we using? Skype. Skype had a bit of a... Oh, heck. Oh, I've upset Robert. Robert is cringing. He agrees with Mike. You book freaks. Yeah. You book freaks. I love a book. I'm loving it. I am using it. I am cuddling it. I am bending it and squishing it, and I am absorbing the information within it.
Do you like puppies?
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't wring their necks, would you?
I'm wringing its neck. I'm loving it to
Well,
death.
yeah, you're breaking its spine, pulling it over at the edges. Just no.
Okay, anyway.
Tell us about this book that you've destroyed. Seeing as I'm now not going to be able to borrow it because all the pages will all fall out.
They won't.
You know, now you've drawn all over it.
I've highlighted a paragraph that spoke to me. Okay.
I'm not laughing at the idea of the... I'll shut up.
So, right. Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind. Let me read. Okay, so this is the bit on the back, right? Because it says it's a brief history of humankind, so it's like it kind of comes across as a bit of it's not a textbook. It's not something that you learn from and write, you know, in 400 BC, blah, 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 blah. It still reads like a friendly reading book. It's not a textbook, okay? But it does basically go over our history, right? And it's got the details, but also how it's affected how we are today. So on the back it says, fire gave us power, farming made us hungry for more, money gave us purpose, and science made us deadly. And it gives you this perspective that, you know, we can't imagine the lengths of time that evolution, you know, and things. And what a tiny little speck on that timeline cognitively developed humans are, okay? And even though I knew that already, and I sort of know some of the facts already, it like lists them properly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not going to like start going through the book or anything, but like the different species of human, and I can't remember which one it is, but one of them lived for like 2 million years or something, which is a hell of a lot longer than we've lived for. And I don't think we're expected to live for 2 million years the way that we're carrying off, to be quite honest. But it is absolutely amazing, this book. I like literally can't get enough of it at the minute. I've not read that much because I don't have that much time, but whenever I can, I just try to sit and read a bit more, because it's just it's all the history stuff that I want to know, but it's written in a really nice way, like I said, so it doesn't feel like a textbook. But excuse me, and you know, I'm an atheist anyway, so I don't believe in gods and all that malarkey. But it literally like lays out all the timeline of how we've developed and how our different religions have developed. And I didn't realise actually that compared to Christianity, Islam is a much younger religion. All the dates are in here. I'm not going to start going off on one. And the bit that I highlighted, I took a pen to the book and highlighted it. And this sort of like now to some people, this what I've highlighted might sound slightly depressing, but I actually find it really freeing. Let me just read it in my head to make sure. Okay, so basically he's just been talking about how basically everything in our world that we believe in and use or whatever, whether it's gods or laws or countries or whatever, they're all just stories that we tell ourselves. They're not actual real factual things. So he says, yet none of these things exist outside the stories that people invent and tell one another. There are no gods in the universe, no nations, no money, no human rights, no laws, and no justice outside the common imagination of human beings. And it just made me like think about everything. Like even the fact that I've just had another fucking gardener, you know, run off on me. And it's like all this shit that we like busy ourselves with, it's all completely made up, all of it. And yet we get so wrapped up in these tiny little things that we base our lives on, and it's literally nothing. You know, like wearing bloody cream that's supposed to make your wrinkles disappear or what have you. It's like all completely irrelevant, and that could make you feel depressed because you think, oh, what's the point in anything? I might as well just be dead. But I actually see it from the other side. It's like, if none of this matters, stop worrying about all that bollocks. And while you're here, you know, this little, you know, miracle, for want of a better word, you are alive, you are conscious, and you are really here. Just try and, I don't know, like make the best of it and not wig out. I don't know. But
yeah, it's a tough one, that, because I agree with it. To, you know, none of that really matters. But at the same time, I'm still kind of the camp of, oh, a new iPhone's out soon. I can't be that wanker with an old I can't be that wanker with the old iPhone 11. Oh God, no.
yeah, no, I mean, I'm still a consumer, because this is the society that we live in. You know, I still want to wear particular clothes because I think they match my personality, or dye my hair, or, you know, I want to go on holiday to a particular place because I want to see it, or I want to watch a programme on the telly, or whatever, you know, or buy the latest iPhone, because that is the reality that we're in. But at the same time, it's like, if I get too anxious or involved in the little things, it's like, actually, you know, it genuinely really doesn't matter. We are literally, you know, part of the great ape. I want to say genus. I don't know if that's the right word. That group, we belong to that. But our brains have got bigger and we've developed cognitive abilities that have helped us create this crazy world that we live in. And it's like we're just here now, so we've got to sort of join in with it. And it's very easy to say things like money isn't real when you have a bit and you're not, you know, trying to survive on next to nothing. So I think you've also got to have a degree of privilege to think that none of it matters, because you're not scraping the bottom of the barrel to find something to eat, basically. Oh, why does this keep beeping? I'm sure that's Skype. But yeah, it's just a really, really good book. And it just sort of solidifies a lot of things that I've already sort of thought about but didn't know the exact details about how humans have evolved and what have you. So the next time some crazy person starts shouting at me in the street, I can say, hey, go and read this book. And they will completely ignore me, obviously, and carry about their business. I found out something, it's a little while ago now, but I've not actually mentioned it to anybody. My granddad on my dad's side used to be a lay preacher. They're like the blokes that stand in the street and shout God at you. And my granddad used to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I never met him, he died before I was born, so. You know. But yeah, reading, knowledge. Good stuff.
Have you ever done your family tree?
I did. I started doing some of it on the website and it was all kind of boring. Basically it went my dad, miner from Yorkshire, my granddad, miner from Yorkshire, great granddad, miner from Yorkshire, and so on and so on and so on. And I was getting a bit bored. And then it said something else. It said Ripper, and I thought, huh? Ripper? What's a ripper? Or was it gripper? I'm not sure. I didn't quite know what the word was. And I thought, oh, this could be something interesting here. But no, ripper is another word for somebody that works at the coalface. So they're all fucking miners and they're all from fucking Yorkshire. And yeah, that's me, basically. Why, what deep, dark secrets?
We got as far back as, I think it was around 1742.
Ooh.
And
skeletons are hiding in your closet.
Basically, what's the word? There were a lot of my relatives were in service to big houses. So one of them was a gamekeeper. At one point, there was a chauffeur, housemaid, all that sort of stuff.
Oh wow, Downton Abbey.
Basically they go back to being sheep farmers in Dorset.
Oh wow.
And they got a job in the house, and as the family actually moved up to the bigger houses at the country, they came with them. But the last one we found, she got the coolest name, and it was Lucy Leaf.
Lucy Leaf.
Lucy Leaf.
Oh, that's cool.
And she was I don't even know what she was, down in Dorset in 17 summer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't find any decent skeletons or royalty.
Well, there was always this like long-standing rumour on my dad's side that we were originally from Scotland and we used to own a castle, but the church where all the paperwork was kept burnt down, so you know we had no claim to yonder castle. But no, everything I found, it was literally minor Yorkshire, minor Yorkshire, minor Yorkshire. Oh, fucking hell. My cards have been marked. So, but my dad
couldn't
was
find
the
any-
last. So.
Couldn't find anything on my mum's side because they went off into being Romany gypsy, so
Ooh.
we lost all records there.
Oh. Are there any tall tales?
No, not that I know of.
Oh. Could be some interesting stories.
No, it's quite boring.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Oh dear me. But yeah, so my my reading has moved on a bit, which I'm quite proud of. Cheesy movies, check. Keep the mental state going. And I did make another purchase. Oh, it's all spend. Some fucking Amazon at the door again. What you bought now? I bought a pack of rainbow playing cards. Look. Ta-da! How cool are they? See, they're so pretty. Ooh.
Cool. What's the design on the back of them? Is it just a rainbow or?
Rainbow. Not that fantastic.
Fair
I
enough.
was looking at all these like gilt-edged ones and like black shiny ones and gold ones and what have you. But then I saw these and I thought, ooh, that's a bit more me. So, purpose being, I've got this that I might have mentioned it last week. I can't remember. It's a little one-player RPG that I actually got for free when I bought something else. It's off a website called Loot the Room, and I think the guy writes them all himself, actually. So I've not read through it yet, but let's have a look. The Wonderful Discovery of Witches is a solo journaling game played with a deck of tarot cards, or you can use playing cards. Of course, I don't have any tarot cards, and the only person I know that has some is afraid to touch them, I think so.
Yeah, I'm not getting them out again.
In your parents' loft. A 6-sided die and a bag of tokens. And this tokens business sounds quite interesting. Where does it? Let me find where it said it. 10 tokens of some kind. These should preferably be a collection of twigs, nuts and berries, or small sharp objects like nails, tacks or pins. So I've got to, like, I don't know, go out into the wilds and find 10 random things to use as tokens, which is quite interesting, I thought. You may wish to burn some incense while you play. I just thought it sounded quite cool. I don't actually know what happened. I mean, it's something to do with being accused.
Do you want to borrow my witch's knife?
Ooh, I don't want any knives, thank you.
I brought it from the Witchcraft Museum.
Oh, is it in Boscastle?
In Boscastle.
Oh,
Supposed to put a handle on it, but I never got around. I was going to find an antler.
Oh, okay.
Apparently it's used in some herby thing. I thought it was a good Cthulhu prop. I didn't learn the witchcraft side of it.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, here we are. The Wonderful Discovery of Witches is a game about human resilience in the face of overwhelming odds and almost certain death. It is a game about being separated from a community you loved, isolated and singled out and called witch, traitor, demon. It is a game about fear, both yours and that of those around you. It is a game about not being believed. You play a woman accused of witchcraft. Whether you have practiced magic or not is up to you, as is whether you will confess to it. You know that the odds are stacked against you and that your chances of surviving the trial are infinitely slim. You have been held for days, weeks, treated worse than the lowest animal. You are existing on the edges of your endurance, high on adrenaline and fear and desperation. You are sure you won't survive this, but all you know how to do is to tell your story and hope, even when you have stopped being sure whether the story you are telling is true or not. And it's just like a little freebie thing that I got, and I just thought that just sounded really cool. So I might like have a go and see how it plays out, and then I was gonna film it and do some, make it like into a YouTube video. Reconnecting. There is a poor network connection. Is that my internet or yours? Michael, are you there? Oh, don't leave me alone on the internet. I can't be trusted. Hello? Hello? Oh, you've gone very still. Oh, but oh no. Oh, see, I was going to start singing all by myself and then you came back. Is it my internet or yours? Oh, you've got stuck again. See?
I don't know why it does it. It's...
My internet's been a bit shit, to be fair, so it might be mine. But yeah, this looks really cool. So I'm going to have a go, see what happens, and then I think I'll do... probably when we finish sorting the office out and I can get myself set up properly, then I'll do a video and put it on YouTube. We shall see. Oh, you got stuck again. Oh, flaming hell. Skype. No, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah. Oh no, I can see you again. Oh, now you've gone big again. Oh man, what's going on? What's going on? I'm going to threaten the computer with my singing voice. Don't do it again, or you know what's going to happen. You're rebooting? What? Oh, excuse me. I'm all alone. I'm all alone. He's left me. So yeah, I shall carry on talking about my solo RPGs, because the one I actually bought, that I've left downstairs and I can't remember the name of. Oh, he's ringing. Are you back? Are you back? Oh, you look like you're back.
I hope so.
Yes, you are, dear. Yeah, I was just saying, these solo RPGs that I've got, the one that I actually bought, that I now can't remember the name of, and I've left it downstairs, is actually a space-themed one, and you're like lost in space, and I need a Jenga tower to play it, and you said you had is it a solo RPG that... Another solo RPG that you need a Jenga tower for or something?
Yeah, that was Dread.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't a solo RPG.
All right.
It's just an RPG that uses the Jenga tower as the way of... Instead of rolling dice, you draw a Jenga brick out to see if you succeed in your task.
Yeah. No, that looks really interesting as well. So I can't remember the name of it, but that was the one that I actually bought, and I got this Witch one for free. So when I am able to, I shall play them and video them more than likely, and make some nice little videos for YouTube. But your thingy came this week, didn't it? I forgot what it's called already. Alice.
Yes. I'm assuming I'm still there because I'm putting really bad internet.
You're breaking up a little bit, but
Yeah, at the moment I'm running at 8.5 meg.
oh dear me. Yeah, what was it about again? It's a silent RPG or something.
Yeah, hang on. So it's called Alice is Missing.
Diddy.
And it's basically I'll read you the bit off the back. It says Alice is Missing is a silent role-playing game about the disappearance of Alice Briarwood, a high school junior in the small town of Silent Falls. During the game, players will only communicate using their phones by sending text messages to each other as they unearth clues about what happened to Alice. With a full-length licensed soundtrack and a structured narrative that unravels solely at the hands of the players, Alice is Missing is an immersive experience designed to be played in one session and without the need for a games master.
Sounds very.
I read all that out, and you're now not there.
No, I am. I can hear you and I can see you. Can you not hear and see me? The technology's breaking today.
Yeah, you'd frozen, but yeah, it's got a soundtrack, and you text each other. It's got like cue cards to drop at certain points.
Oh, okay. So that needs to be played in person then, doesn't it? Even though it's text.
You can play it on. I've seen people play it via Roll20.
Oh, okay. Can you put the music on Roll20? I'm presuming. Oh, I think Tinternet's falling out with us today. Hello?
I'm still here.
This is England calling. Oh! Eurovision. Oh my god.
When have we got that?
May the something. I totally think we should like watch it and do a live stream at the same time and do like a Eurovision party with just probably you and me. And anybody that I know that wants to watch Eurovision and we can talk about it.
In 26 days.
It's only in 26 days?
According to Eurovision.tv.
Ooh, I have been watching Eurovision since I was little, and it's not as good as it used to be. It's gone a bit commercial, but you know, I still enjoy it. So
it's not one of the highlights of my calendar, I will admit.
No, and big letters on your calendar. I know it says Eurovision. Don't lie.
Write it on now.
Don't
I can guarantee.
lie to me. Don't lie.
No, it doesn't say anything.
I know your dirty little secret. Oh, doesn't your wife like watching it? Is she? Because she's into some cheesy stuff, isn't she? So she watches that drag race business, doesn't she?
She watches all the bloody drag races. I think she's on about the Australian season starting soon. So what?
There's quite a few of them, like YouTube shorts or TikToks or whatever, where the girlfriend or wife's like, oh, you know, we're going to watch RuPaul or whatever, and the bloke's like, oh, for fuck's sake, blah, blah, blah. And they sat there watching it and like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then like, you know, half an hour in or whatever, they're like totally engrossed in it and really involved. So maybe you should give it a chance.
I have seen it as I've been downstairs and got a drink, but it's not my thing. I can't help it.
Yeah, you've not given it enough time. But yeah, you were talking about.
I think it's mostly because the bits I have seen is just them bitching and moaning about other contestants.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know.
But yeah, you were talking about the Alice is missing. Anyway, what did I ask? Yeah, so can you put the music on Roll20 then? Is that?
I'd probably have to do would be to do the before Frozen again.
I can hear you. I can hear you. Everything is fine.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Same call connection.
I can hear you.
Yeah, no, I could put the music on via Groovy through the Discord.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Via that way.
Yeah. Or we could just save it until we're actually like allowed to see each other again. Which, to be honest, I think is going to happen.
Yeah, you can see each other. Yay! Let's celebrate by playing a game where we don't talk to each other.
Yeah. Oh god, it's going to be so weird.
Yeah, we're back together. I'm going to ignore you for now.
That sounds about right, to be fair. Yeah, I mean, it's like the last week of June or something, just before I go on holiday. I don't, unless something happens and a new strain of this corona business comes out that starts killing kids or something, I don't think there's going to be any sort of lockdown or anything now. This is literally it. Everybody's just got fucked off and they're done. I mean, people are doing whatever the bloody hell they want now anyway, so I think we might still have to wear masks at some point.
It'll be a case of we've done our best, you're on your own now.
Yeah, I think everybody's just done, you know. I think politically it's like it's over now, you know. I think we've just got to deal with it like flu or whatever. This isn't like my personal scientific opinion or anything, because I'm not qualified to talk about them sort of things, but I think as the country as a whole and politically, it's like, right, this is the date that we're unlocking, we're done now. Unless something catastrophic happens, that's it, we're done. So I would say well, it'll be, what is it, end of July, yeah, so August, as long as our little gaming club opens up, then I should say we'll be able to play in person again, which is going to feel a little bit weird. I've not obviously been around people, which is going to feel a bit weird. I don't know.
No, when I dropped your games around.
Yeah.
In the car, I said to my daughter, I was like, it's the first time I've actually seen a sinner in person in like over a year.
And it's like, oh, person, I face, I know, hello, oh, hi. It's really weird, isn't it?
I was running away because I was trying to get it on your Ring camera that I was immediately running away. So that if you looked at the video, I'd be stupidly running away, but...
On my doorbell camera. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. Are we going to have a group hug? I don't know. It's going to be a bit weird. Although our numbers are depleted, are they not?
I should imagine so.
I mean, we've lost one, and sort of half a one. I don't know. He has to drive a long way. But I don't know. I suppose we'll have to wait and see.
We'll have a reassessment.
Yeah, but it will be really nice, but it will be really strange because I think the last because I didn't go to the last game because I'd already started feeling a bit weird about mixing with people, and you all went for like one last game, didn't you? And that would have been like the beginning of March, was it? I think. Because we went into lockdown.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So it's been March, April, May, June, July, August. So it's like a year and a half that we've not physically seen each other. I mean, we've been playing online, so we've been talking, but I don't know, it's just really weird. The idea of seeing people that I know and being able to touch them, I find a bit of a strange concept. I don't know. I was talking about it.
I don't think I ever want to touch anyone.
Just go out in a hazmat suit. But I was talking to my hairdresser about it, as you do. You know, and like people have this commentary of the new normal or getting back to normal and all that business. But I feel like I can't remember what normal is. I know that the way we're living at the moment doesn't feel right, but I don't feel like I even remember what normal used to be like, or what would I do? You know, how would my life be different right now if none of this would ever have happened? And apart from, you know, going to the shop without a mask on and meeting up to play D&D and what have you, you know, I didn't go to the pub or anything anyway. So there's not been that much that's been taken out of my life physically. So
yeah, to me is just wearing a mask, really.
yeah,
Everything else is still pretty much exactly the same, other than the fact perhaps I now and again think, oh yeah, I want a new pair of trainers. Oh, I can't go and try them on, can I? Because the shops are shut, or
yeah,
something like that.
yeah.
Oh, it's so-and-so's birthday, I need a present. Oh, Amazon it is then.
Yeah.
Oh, forgot to empty my basket. I've just brought 10 tons of other stuff.
Well, the not being able to try clothes on is a complete pain in the arse. So I have to, when I've bought clothes and had them delivered, I've got to buy like 2 sizes of everything and then send, you know, 3/4 of it back. But I don't know. I think it's definitely a mental thing rather than a physical. You know, I used to go to the pub every night and now I can't go to the pub every night because that wasn't me, that wasn't my life. So have you seen
It's that socialising we was on about earlier.
socialising? There's a few memes, TikToks, what have you, going round where it's like somebody in a year's time putting their jacket on and they just sort of put their hand in their pocket and they're like, oh, face mask. Do you remember what happened? Anyway. And then they pick up the shotgun and they're like, okay, out to get the zombies. It's like the apocalypse has happened. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It'll be nice to see everybody again, but I think there's going to be a lot of emotional fallout that we've got to deal with. I think maybe.
Mm-hmm. It'll be hello, and then as soon as I'm in the car, I'll be sanitising like that.
Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
20? No. I'll just sanitise them.
Oh God. Oh, so anything?
No, it'd be weird. It'd be weird as well because I've kind of set my game up online now.
Yeah.
I kind of like finishing at 10:30, and then I'm sort of go to bed then.
Yeah.
I've got to drive home, get parked. If you guys ask me a really stupid question, we want to, aim at that small child that really isn't relevant to the story, and I can just Google it quickly. Yes, so and so.
Yeah. Well, you can still Google things when we play face to face. I know it's not.
I know, but it's all set up here. It's all laid out. It's like little spaceship control.
I mean, we don't have to go back to playing face to face. At least not straight away.
I do, but I prefer it.
Yeah. But you'll have to
I say that now. But then I'll get there and it'll be full of Magic the Gathering players, and it'll be like, ugh, ugh, they're being loud.
Have you ever played Magic the Gathering?
Once. When it first came out, I bought tons of cards. Do you know I binned them all?
They would have been worth money.
Some of them apparently quite rare.
You don't throw things away. What's wrong with you?
I do when I move. We hired a skip, and I just emptied my loft out full of stuff. I mean, a lot of it were books.
You threw books away?
I said to Mrs. I'll give them to charity shops. She was like, you can't give them to charity shops. And then when I looked, they were like degree level history of Russian villages in the medieval period.
Somebody might have found them interesting.
Obviously, I did at one point. I wouldn't have brought them, but it's just like, you know what? She's probably right.
Oh dear me, I'm getting the yawns now. Oh, come 9 o'clock, it's like, get settled, go to bed. That is the other thing.
Read your book.
Yeah, if we go back to playing in person, I mean, I struggle playing till 11 o'clock anyway, to be honest. Sort of like 10 o'clock, I'm looking to get things wrapped up so that by 10:30 it's right night. So, playing in person again, and I mean, we don't have to play till 11 o'clock, but you know what it's like, and
you want your time's worth. It's got to be worth the effort of.
Yeah, it is.
No, I do sometimes wish that we'd play in person, but perhaps more on a Saturday or Sunday, but start at 6 or something. Do you know what I mean? Something like that, so that it's not.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I mean, maybe we could change our day.
It's a bridge we can cross years ago.
Yeah. But yeah, the reason I asked about the Magic the Gathering thing is I've always quite fancied getting into one of the card games. But can you hear that? The bloody helicopter sounds like.
I thought that was ambiance.
No.
Is that your house?
There's a helicopter about to land on my house. Oh, there's some naughty buggers round here, It'll be a police helicopter.
Or is it a UFO?
Well, quite possibly. Well, if you're going to land, just don't hurt me. Just let me come and have a look, and then...
We're probing.
No. But yeah, I don't know if I can get my little into the Pokemon cards or something. That's quite accessible, isn't it?
You can do Magic on phone, can't you? I'm sure there's
Yeah,
a
but
Magic Gathering app that teaches you
yeah,
how
I
to play it.
have. I've had the Pokemon one on my iPad as well, but I think I prefer the idea. Oh, excuse me. The idea of having real cards, and playing with a real person. So if I get little and into it, then maybe me and him could play Pokemon. I don't know how old you have to be. He's always bloody playing things on his iPad. Christ. I don't even know what he's doing half the time. Parenting, here's your iPad. Oh god.
Mummy's going to watch the naughty films.
Yeah. Don't listen to the swear words, darling. Oh dear me. Oh god.
Has he not got headphones for his iPad?
He has, but he doesn't like wearing them. I don't know. He might have some sensory issues. I have some weird sensory issues. I can't use dental floss. I can't. I don't know. It does something to me. I can't use it.
I keep getting told off by the dentist for not flossing.
Well,
I just don't like anything between. I don't like anything between my teeth. Makes me feel weird.
I've got these little harp things that I use, and I'm okay with them. It's not so much the sensation on my teeth; it's the sensation on my hands. And if I've got dental floss wrapped around my fingers, I don't even know why, but it does something to me, and I really, really hate it. I've got I've got a weird sensory thing about washing my face as well. I can't. My hands have to be like hardly wet, because if the water starts dripping down my elbows, it sets me off. I don't know why. Weird things you didn't really want to know.
You are pretty weird, aren't you? Really?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I know I'm not. I know I'm probably supposed to be
want
more
to
supportive.
talk?
I'm probably not being politically correct, saying, "Oh, you're weird."
Fuck off. No. Me and my little boy say that to each other all the
weird.
time. Say, oh, you're a right weirdo. I'm just like gearing him up for the future. So get used to the word weirdo. It's not offensive. You're a right weirdo. No. What was I talking about? I've forgotten now.
Trippy elbows.
Yeah, weird sensory things. So no, he doesn't use headphones, so he can always hear what I'm watching. But never mind. Oh god.
Well, maybe it's time we called time. Yeah.
I know, I can't stop yawning. Oh, it's been quite a nice couple of hours, I think.
Yes, thank you.
Conversation
Rambling halfling in.
lilted from one way to another, and the nice background tavern music has worked. Yay for technology. Although the internet's been less than favourable this evening.
I don't know why it's playing up. Like, I want to get it hardwired in, but I'm still waiting for Matey Boy to turn up to give us a quote.
Oh,
Let's socket him.
Chris said something about the internet. He sent it to me in a message, actually. Robert's got a dual broadband thing. They've got BT and Sky, and the box splits the traffic between the two lines. I have no idea what that means, but that was the message that he sent me. So they've got some sort of dual broadband type job. So because he works from home, so his internet is separate from the house internet.
Yeah.
However that works. So, but yes.
That's what I gotta get started.
Yes. So thank you for talking to me for the past 2 hours in our in our virtual pub of dreams, where we don't drink alcohol and we don't like people because we're old and miserable. This is the closest I'll get to a pub. And for everyone that's popped in and out for the past 2 hours, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to know that people are out there. So yeah.
It is.
Same time
So,
next week.
Thanks everyone that popped in. Yep, the tavern will be open next week.
Get your water or your cup of tea at the ready. Alcohol, if you should so wish.
It's a school night. Don't encourage drinking on school night.
It's always a school night. Right. See you next time.
Cool.